In the vast tapestry of life on Earth, animals have adapted to a bewildering array of environments, from the frozen tundras of the Arctic to the scorching deserts of the Sahara. These extreme environments, with their harsh conditions and unforgiving landscapes, might seem inhospitable to life at first glance. Yet, within these seemingly barren places, life not only exists but thrives, thanks to the incredible adaptations that animals have developed over millions of years. These adaptations are not merely survival mechanisms but are also a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of life in the face of adversity. Imagine standing at the edge of the Arctic, where the wind howls across a landscape cloaked in snow and ice. The temperature can plummet to mind-numbing extremes, and yet, life persists. Here, the polar bear reigns supreme, a creature perfectly designed for survival in one of the coldest places on Earth. With its thick fur and a layer of blubber beneath the skin, the polar bear is insulated against the bitter cold. But the adaptations go beyond just warmth. The bear's fur is not actually white, it's translucent and reflects the light, blending with the surrounding ice and snow, making it nearly invisible to its prey. Its large, padded paws are designed for walking on ice and snow, distributing its weight to prevent it from sinking. Even the polar bear's nose has adapted, capable of detecting seals from nearly a mile away, even under a thick layer of snow and ice. But the Arctic is not the only extreme environment where animals have developed remarkable adaptations. In the opposite corner of the Earth, the deserts stand as some of the most challenging environments for life. These are places where water is scarce, temperatures can soar to unbearable heights during the day, and drop dramatically at night. Yet, the creatures of the desert have found ways to endure. The fennec fox, with its large ears, is a perfect example. These ears are not just for acute hearing, they also help to dissipate heat, keeping the fox cool in the blistering sun. Its fur, which might seem out of place in such a hot environment, actually reflects sunlight during the day and provides warmth during the cold desert nights. The fox's kidneys are incredibly efficient, allowing it to survive on minimal water, extracting every possible drop from the food it eats. Water is a precious resource in the desert, and some animals have adapted in astonishing ways to conserve it. The kangaroo rat, a small rodent found in North America's deserts, can live its entire life without ever drinking water. It survives on the moisture it gets from the seeds it eats, and its body is so efficient at conserving water that it produces almost no urine. The kangaroo rat's burrows are also a marvel of adaptation. They are designed to maintain a stable, cooler temperature, protecting the animal from the extreme heat of the desert. As we move to the ocean's depths, another extreme environment, we find creatures that have adapted to survive in conditions that would crush or freeze most life forms. The deep sea, where sunlight cannot reach and the pressure is intense, is home to some of the most bizarre and otherworldly creatures on the planet. The anglerfish, with its bioluminescent lure, is one such creature. In the pitch-black darkness of the deep ocean, where food is scarce, the anglerfish has developed a glowing appendage that it uses to attract prey. This adaptation is a brilliant example of how life can innovate in response to environmental challenges. The fish's body is also adapted to the high pressure of the deep sea, with flexible bones and a slow metabolism that allows it to survive in an environment where energy is precious. The giant tube worms that live around hydrothermal vents are another example of extraordinary adaptation. These vents, which spew superheated water laden with chemicals from the Earth's interior, create an environment that is toxic to most life forms. Yet, the tube worms thrive here, thanks to their symbiotic relationship with chemosynthetic bacteria. These bacteria convert the chemicals from the vents into energy, which the worms use to survive. This relationship is a remarkable adaptation to an environment that, to us, seems utterly inhospitable. In the world's highest mountains, where oxygen is scarce and the temperatures can be deadly, animals have also adapted in fascinating ways. The snow leopard, a ghostly predator of the Himalayas, is built for life at high altitudes. Its large nasal cavities allow it to breathe in the thin air, and its powerful limbs are perfect for navigating the steep, rocky terrain. The snow leopard's fur, thick and camouflaged against the snow and rocks, keeps it warm and hidden from prey. But perhaps one of its most remarkable adaptations is its long tail, which it uses for balance as it leaps across the cliffs and as a blanket to wrap around itself during sleep. In the high Andes, the vicuña, a relative of the llama, has developed a coat of some of the finest wool in the world. This wool is not just a luxury, it's an essential adaptation to the cold, thin air of the mountains. The vicuña's blood is also highly efficient at carrying oxygen, an adaptation that allows it to survive at altitudes where other animals would struggle. In the sweltering rainforests, another extreme environment characterized by intense competition for resources, animals have developed adaptations that are as varied as they are ingenious. The poison dart frog, with its vibrant colors, advertises its toxicity to would-be predators. This adaptation is a form of aposematism, where bright colors serve as a warning sign. These tiny frogs have developed the ability to secrete toxins from their skin, a defense mechanism that deters predators and ensures their survival in a jungle teeming with danger. The rainforest is also home to the sloth, an animal that has adapted to survive by doing almost nothing. Its slow metabolism allows it to conserve energy in an environment where food, though abundant, is not always easily accessible. The sloth's fur is not just for warmth, it's a microhabitat in itself, home to algae and insects that help camouflage the sloth from predators. This slow, deliberate way of life is the sloth's adaptation to a world where it pays to be patient and where avoiding attention can mean the difference between life and death. In the frozen wilderness of Antarctica, the emperor penguin has developed a set of adaptations that enable it to survive and even thrive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. The emperor penguin's thick layer of blubber insulates it against the bitter cold, while its tightly packed feathers provide additional warmth and waterproofing. During the harsh winter months, when temperatures can drop below -60 degrees Celsius, emperor penguins huddle together in large groups, a behavior known as turtling, to conserve heat. They take turns moving to the center of the huddle, where it's warmer, and to the edges, where it's colder, ensuring that every penguin gets a chance to warm up. This remarkable adaptation is a perfect example of how social behavior can be just as crucial for survival as physical traits. In the scorching heat of Australia's outback, the thorny devil lizard has developed a unique adaptation to gather water in an environment where rain is scarce. Its skin is covered in tiny grooves that channel dew and moisture towards its mouth, allowing it to drink by simply standing still. The thorny devil's spiny appearance also serves as camouflage, blending in with the arid landscape and protecting it from predators. As we travel to the extremes of the world, from the frozen poles to the burning deserts, from the high mountains to the deep seas, we find that life has adapted in ways that are as diverse as they are extraordinary. These adaptations are not just about survival, they are about thriving in environments that seem designed to challenge the very possibility of life. Whether it's the ability to conserve water, to withstand crushing pressure, to breathe in thin air, or to find food in the dark, these adaptations are a testament to the power of evolution and the incredible resilience of life on Earth. The story of animal adaptations in extreme environments is one of ingenuity and perseverance. It's a story that shows us how life can push the boundaries of what is possible, how it can find a way in the most unlikely of places. These adaptations are a reminder that life is not static, it is dynamic, constantly changing and evolving in response to the challenges of the environment. But this story is also a reminder of the fragility of these adaptations. As the world changes, so too do the environments that these animals have adapted to. Climate change, habitat destruction, and other human activities are altering the landscapes that these creatures call home. The adaptations that once ensured their survival may no longer be enough in a rapidly changing world. Protecting these environments and the animals that live in them is not just about preserving biodiversity, it's about safeguarding the incredible stories of adaptation and survival that these creatures represent. In the end, the tale of animal adaptations in extreme environments is a celebration of life's ability to innovate and endure. It's a story that inspires us to look at the world around us with awe and respect, to recognize the beauty and complexity of life in all its forms. Whether in the frozen Arctic, the scorching desert, the high mountains, or the deep ocean, life finds a way. And in doing so, it reveals the endless possibilities of evolution and the unbreakable spirit of survival.